I don't know why I did that. Fuck, I did that. I don't know, I had like a dad moment. I don't know what the fuck happened. Now I'm like embarrassed. I'm all red. Oh my god. Anyways, hey, what's up, cools and gals? It's me, Ryan.T here, and I'm with the main man, the co-host with the most, Mr.
The Retro 727, man. We back in another episode for you guys. If you enjoy this, we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna be talking about why I felt the need to go. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
The Nicolas Cage moment. You saw Renfield.
Yeah, I was like, God damn! Whoa, woo! I got taken over by the spirit of Dracula Cagula, if you will. But yeah, man, fuck. But yeah, ghouls and gals, we're gonna be talking about oddly enough, we're gonna be talking about Nicolas Cage today, a favorite of the podcast here. We're gonna be talking about Renfield. I saw Renfield yesterday on Peacock on the cock. And yeah, we'll be talking about that a little bit later.
Okay. Streaming.
Yeah, it's streaming. It was on Peacock. Yeah,
it's streaming finally. Okay.
Yeah. They're getting real like streaming.
What do you think?
I mean, I liked it. It was cool. Like my first initial thoughts with it. I mean, well, fuck it, we can talk about it right now if you want. Yeah, my first initial thoughts of it were like, I was going into it and I was kind of like, am I gonna like this? I was like, is it just gonna be like Nicolas Cage like acting a fool, like dressed in like fucking vampire makeup? And then like it is kind of that, but he's like having so much fun. Like you can tell like he's having the fucking time of his life. And it's weird, man. Like if you put a picture of Bela Lugosi and Nicolas Cage, both their Draculas, he looks like he's the fucking son of Bela Lugosi Dracula, right? Like he looks like the old timey fucking Dracula. Like look at these guys right here, ghouls and gals. Don't those guys look the same? They look a lot alike.
I love the fact that they kind of like incorporated like that universal Dracula, kind of brought it to modern day and stuff. And
yeah.
So gaudy with the jewelry and the
he's real gaudy with it, right? He's like rocking a lot of chains. He has like rings and shit. I was like, all right, I see you, player. I was like, okay.
Very, very cool Dracula, bro. Very cool Dracula. Very likable in this movie. I took my mom to see this in theaters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
When they went, so I really enjoyed it. I went in with low expectations, but it actually was really.
It was fun. It was fun. I mean, obviously, this movie is not gonna win fucking Best Picture at the Oscars or anything like that. I mean, it's a silly, fun, like turn your brain off like type of movie. You know what I mean? It sits up there for me. It sits up there with the likes of like Shaun of the Dead and like those kind of like horror comedy like action movies. You know what I mean? It's not a movie that really takes itself super seriously. I mean, it has fucking Nick Cage as Dracula. You know what I mean? That's how serious the movie takes itself. It's I was
really surprised of the amount of action that was in this stuff.
It was very action packed. This movie, like every like 5 minutes, there was like an action scene, like an action set piece or whatever. And I think that was my only, not that was a problem. I like when a movie has a lot of action, so it's not like boring. But at a certain point, it kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit. It became more of an action movie than like a Dracula movie. You know what I mean? Like it was more interested in kind of for a minute, and then it remembered like, oh fuck, we got Nicolas Cage Dracula. We need to put him back in this. You know what I mean? Like we're doing a lot of like this guy to Renfield, just like getting into shootouts and shit. We're doing a lot of that right now.
Yeah, what do you think about Awkwafina's character in this movie?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I usually fucking like hate Awkwafina, and she's annoying as fuck to me. But I kind of liked her with this guy. Her and that guy had like a good chemistry together. Like they were like, if she was by herself and she was like just dealing with like Dracula, I wouldn't have been able to deal with that. I wouldn't have been able to deal with Dracula. He's your boss for like fucking just her. But no, her with him was good. Renfield and her together were perfect. And also, Nicholas Hoult was good in this too.
No, I agree with you with Aquafina's character in this movie.
Mm.
Usually she's like, I find her like annoying as fuck, and I'm always just like,
Oh, grating.
yeah, I'm like, oh god, it's the sequel from the Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? But but you know what I'm saying. With this one, I was like, okay, I actually like her character in here,
Mm.
kind of
It's
bringing
cool.
something to the dynamic of the trio and stuff like that. So
Mm.
yeah, I did like her character, man. Yeah, and what's his name? The lead guy. What was his name?
Nicholas Holt, yeah, the guy that plays Renfield, Nicholas Holt. He's the Beast Man, dude, from fucking the X-Men movies. He's the young Beast.
Yeah, I remember that, man. Damn. Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah, right. He goes, we remember that Fox Universe X-Men movie. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, he's no stranger to putting on the pale fucking makeup. He was in Warm Bodies as well. He was in that movie
that's
Warm
right.
Bodies. Yeah, remember where like the zombie was turning back into like a human or whatever? Yeah, he was in
I
that
didn't,
one.
I didn't see it, but I did see the trailer and
Yeah.
I watched part of it. But that's what he was doing. I'm turning back.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he
what.
was in that one too. And
Mm,
yeah, man, I liked it. I thought it was like you were saying, it was a fun
mm,
little action movie. It was funny. There were some funny moments, and it was
mm.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was a straight up like horror movie, but I mean, they went out of their way to make like Nicolas Cage look scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like his face was all fucked up at one point, like he had like chunks falling off and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I like when they cartoonishly like burned him and he was like a puppet and he was like, no. And he was like, are you okay? And he's like, no. I like that. I like that. That was cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm a fan of Nick Cage,
Yeah, I love
you know,
Nick Cage.
like I went in with low expectations.
Mm.
Really enjoyed it. It made me laugh. It had some action in the scenes. It threw me off. I wasn't really expecting that. It had the comic relief. Yeah,
What
like I
did you
said,
think
something
of
like it's like a
what,
vampire,
yeah.
vampcom. You
Yeah,
know.
no, yeah. And I liked what I liked was that it was a like vampiric action movie masquerading around as a breakup movie. It was a movie very much about like, hey, you know what? Are you with a fucking toxic asshole that's like fucking Dracula who just like bosses you around and makes you do things? He goes, you should leave that person. Don't be
Yeah.
with that person. There's going to be somebody else better for you out there. And I kind of like that. That was cool. I
Yeah.
like
No, I love those the scenes when they have like the Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, the
He's talking
trauma
about
people, yeah.
Dracula.
Yeah.
Dracula comes in. He's like, "You're gonna find somebody better than me, motherfucker." He's like,
Yeah.
"Dracula."
Yeah, he just fucking murders everybody, and that was cool. That was fucking cool. I like that they showed like him murdering them. Like they didn't do the thing where they like went off camera and just like showed the shadow of him like ah, like they just legit showed him like brutally and gorily like murder all those fucking people.
Yeah, feasting on those people
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, yeah.
He's like, yeah, that shit
Okay.
was. I liked it. Yeah, it was
Speaking of
good.
the blood and the gore and stuff, what the
Mm.
fuck was up with that CGI blood? I hated that. I
Yeah,
hated that. They even CGI'd blood on his face and like his clothes at one point. And I was like, don't do that. I was like, just pour blood on him and pour blood all over the fucking place. I'm sure it's cheaper to
yeah,
make fake blood than to do CGI. Yeah, I
yeah. They
mean,
probably
USA,
couldn't get the reshoots or whatever. Like,
I
fuck it, let's
guess.
see out the blood, bro. He's not coming
Like
back.
whenever he did that scene when he was in the apartments and he was like ripping out their arms and stuff like that, and he was like using them to like kill them and stuff, like when the blood was coming out, like I was like, oh, that looks like some
Yeah,
sci-fi channel shit. I was like, ah, guys, come on. I was like, yeah, we're doing so good.
yeah. It was definitely cartoony, a little cheesy with the CGI for sure. But it was. I still enjoyed it though.
No, yeah, I
It was.
enjoyed it. It was fun. Like you were saying, action packed, a lot of action. I liked it, but obviously, like I said, I mean, it's not going to be winning any Oscars. I mean, it's just one of those movies that's like I feel like it's right at home at streaming. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
right at home at streaming. Yeah, right there in Peacock, right there on that little digital shelf. It's perfect for that movie.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Yeah, with that, yeah, I probably um because I like Nicolas Cage, I give this,
That gave him more. Yeah, yeah. They gave it to. Yeah.
yeah,
If somebody else was Dracula, this movie wouldn't have been as good. I wouldn't.
nah,
I probably wouldn't have even seen this movie at all if Nicolas Cage wasn't in it. To be honest with you.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm struggling with the 2.5 or a 3 because it's like the three, it is watchable. It's a silly ass
Yeah,
concept.
yeah, it's watchable. What did you think about the bad guys aside from Dracula? Like
Man, who was the
the little gangster like subplot. Remember, it was like the mom and the son.
Yeah, that was yeah, I
And then, of
wasn't.
course, you already
Yeah,
knew
that
the
was
whole movie. Once they introduced that character, the son character, I was like, oh, Renfield's going to have to fight against him because he's going to become Nicolas Cage's new familiar, and Nicolas Cage is going to give him powers, so they're going to have a little
yeah.
power fight. And I was like, why do they have to do this? Don't do that. I don't care about that. That was one thing I didn't like. I'm like, quit forcing this fucking police gang thing on me. Like, just do the Dracula thing. Like, that's enough. That's enough. Like, we don't need the
Yeah.
Mom and the Son, the Sopranos over here, like being like, oh, we want to be Dracula too. Oh.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
try
like,
to. Yeah, I guess that's how you tie in the cop element and get it
yeah, I
all.
would see like he could have just been, she could have just been some chick you saw at a bar, like you know what I mean. Like we don't need all of that, guys. You know, like come on. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I didn't really run into anything too much with the movie. But like you said, like a 2.5, 3. I'm more leaning towards the 3 because I mean, I had fun with it. Like I did have fun with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I gave better, like, there's better movies. I gave it 3 to, so that's why I'm like struggling. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, that's true. Yeah, there's like way better movies that I was like, oh, it's like a 3 out of 5. But I mean, I don't
yeah,
want to give it a 2.5 because then that makes it seem like it was like bad ish. And it wasn't bad.
yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, you know what? I'll give it a 3. We'll round it out. If you're a fan of Nicolas Cage, you're gonna enjoy this. If you're a fan of
Mhm.
vampire lore, you're gonna enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? It's not boring. It's
Yeah, it's
comedic
not
and
boring. And that's one thing it's not. It is not boring. You will never
yes,
be bored watching this movie. This movie has like a breakneck pace. It just like never stops. Like it just keeps going.
yeah. Fast edit, fast
Yeah.
edit. Let's go,
Right.
go.
Yeah. The actions roll like pop, 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 pop. Right. It's like we're done here. We're
Exactly.
going to the next thing. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, all I remember is like different shots of like the action stuff, like over here, over. It's just so fast. It's just like
Yeah,
okay,
this
all right.
movie did do the jittery action thing a lot, right? Like we're getting spoiled, man. We're used to like now we're used to like the John Wick, Tom Cruise, where they're just like, no, we're gonna set the camera here and
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
do it
let
for
them
real
fight.
this time.
Yeah, we're
Let's
gonna let them
practice
fight.
real quick.
Yeah.
It
And then
was not
this one they just get the camera and they're just like that. They're like, okay. They're like, okay.
yeah, I mean, come on. You think Aquafina is learning fucking hand to hand combat? You know, they're like doing the,
Hey, at least it wasn't as
going to
worse as her in Shang-Chi when she fucking killed a dragon and became a master fucking archer in fucking 2.5 fucking seconds.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I almost
Man,
forgot she was in Shang-Chi.
one of my homeboys was talking shit about Blue Beetle, bro, and I was like,
Really? You know what? We should get into Blue Beetle. We should get into Blue Beetle. Fucking Renfield, 3 out of 5. I dug it. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
good.
I can
Yeah.
agree 3 out of 5
Mhm.
on Renfield.
All
It's
right.
a fun flick to watch. You
Yeah,
check it out.
definitely.
Even
But
with
yeah,
kids and stuff, like 15-year-old,
yeah,
16-year-old, I feel
yeah, you'll dig
like
it.
they'll appreciate this. It's not they're
Mhm.
not gonna have like nightmares and shit. This is just a
No, no,
fun.
it's not scary like that. But yeah, ghouls and gals, there you have it. Renfield, 3 out of 5. It's right across the board, unanimous.
Yeah.
Moving on to the movie that y'all probably all came to the show to watch. Blue Beetle. Let's get into that, man. When did you check out Blue Beetle? I saw it opening night. Didn't you see it opening night too? On like Thursday or something?
Yeah, I think I saw it on like Wednesday night or Thursday night, like a little
One of those
earlier.
nights.
And it wasn't even packed, bro. There was like maybe like 10, 12 people in the whole theater.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was nice, quiet. Brought my own snacks in there. I was chilling. Had my
oh
raisin
shit.
on deck.
Sid
Had
brought the barbecue from home, right? The foil and everything. What was it like
you're lucky
Scary
I
Movie
ain't
1?
stopping.
She's eating like the fucking whole turkey leg and shit.
Lucky I ain't stop and get some tacos in that. Bring some tacos in that motherfucker. We watching Blue Beetle, goddamn it. Should have brought some tacos and Modelo's in that bitch. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's
But
Modelo.
exactly,
Dude,
exactly.
speaking of that, I knew this film got the Mexican seal of approval when I saw them drinking fucking Budweiser at like fucking 1 p.m. in the day. I was like, yeah, they're Mexican as fuck. I was like, they're drinking Budweiser early in the day, bitch. I was like, and the
Yeah.
fucking Theo, he ain't got no job. Hell yeah, they Mexican as fuck. Yeah.
Man, fucking Blue Beetle, man. Blue Beetle was definitely, bro. This movie was dope as fuck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Mexican, I'm not Spanish, you know what I'm saying? But I've definitely, my wife is Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in LA. So I've definitely been around the culture, and I'm like, yo, this shit is checking all. I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this is, bro. They got fucking, what's in there, El Chavo. You know
And
what I'm
El
saying?
Chapolin,
El
yeah,
Chapo,
they got
bro.
my guy up in there.
You
Yeah, that
know
was
the soundtrack,
funny.
fucking Calle 13, fucking in the.
Even
Oh,
dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Going into the movie, I was like, they better play La Cucaracha, man, in the fucking Blue Beetle movie. If they don't, this movie inauthentic. Taco Bell movie. I was like, Taco Bell
yeah,
movie. If they don't fucking do it, and
sour cream and tomatoes.
yeah, and lo and behold, dude, the first fucking thing that's playing on the radio when the movie starts is fucking La Cucaracha. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, motherfucker. I was like, there you go. I was like, there you go, bitch. I was like, hell yeah, I like that shit. I was like, give me that fucking hard beaner shit. That's what I want.
yeah, yeah, this shit was dope, bro. I even loved the neighborhood and shit. They had like a little mixture of like it's supposed to be like the Florida Keys, but
Yeah.
fucking same with the hood, Los Keys and shit.
Yeah, it was cool. They like had it was like a mix of like Cali, Florida, Puerto Rico, and then they put like the neonness of like fucking Tokyo up there. You know what I mean? All of the like
Yeah, I
it was
really
cool.
love the future fucking neon Miami fucking vibe
Yeah,
that they
that little
brought to that.
cyberpunk like modern future thing they were doing was cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and I liked how like fucking like how close like the city was to like where they're at. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
on some spooky shit, like bro, like yeah, they coming for
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
gonna keep
That was
expanding,
that was
expanding. They
that made me laugh a
coming
little
to your
bit.
fucking
That
body.
made me laugh a little bit though because they were like talking and they were like, "Oh yeah, the city," and like you know, obviously it's a movie and the scale is like different, but literally they're like the city. It was like right, you know what I mean? They were like, "We can spit and hit the fucking Blue Beetle like tower over there," you know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But I did like the mix and stuff, and I
Oh
was
yeah,
looking.
yeah,
I was like doing some research and stuff. So it's like they filmed it in like Puerto Rico and Texas
that
and
makes sense.
somewhere else too. But I was like,
That
damn, I
makes
was
sense.
watching
Like
this.
the fight scenes in the like where they're kind of like in a desert looking like kind of area. I go, that looks like kind of like Texas. That probably is Texas.
Yeah, there was all yeah, but like where they lived and stuff. I was like, oh shit, that's Puerto Rico, bro. All those houses and stuff, that whole little neighborhood and shit like that. I was like, bro,
That's the first thing I said. I was like, they're not in America. I was
no.
like, they're not in America. I was like, those
Well,
buildings don't
I
look
mean,
like
Puerto
American
Rico is
buildings.
America, but it's
But you know
yeah,
what I mean. You know what I mean.
yeah,
I was like, those buildings are not like middle of America buildings. So I was
nah,
like, that's not how. I was like, look at the buildings in Mexico. Like when I go to Mexico and stuff.
yeah, and that's what was cool to see this because I was just like, okay, like you know what I'm saying, like it looks like Puerto Rico, but we got Mexican culture over here. It's a blend, you know what I'm saying, of
Yeah.
everything. And I was like, yo, this is I like this. The family though, the whole family
So
element with this,
cool.
bro.
So good. They even have the
Bro, this
annoying ass fucking Mexican sister, which I have one of those, and that checks out. And that checks out.
it checks
Nah, I
out.
love
They
you.
got
Love you,
same.
sister. Love you, sister. Love you, sister.
Yeah.
You're
Shout
the
out to
best.
my sister too. Both of
Yeah,
my sisters.
yeah, yeah, hell yeah. But no, man, they got that down to this T, dude. The fucking the Mexican sister that's always just fucking like riding your ass all the time, like, bro, you're gonna like, yeah, that's to the T, to a T.
Yeah, yo, when she put that gum underneath the table and said job security, I said,
Yeah,
oh
she's like
shit.
job security, vato. But
I was like,
yeah, man, I liked the dude playing a Blue Beetle, Cobra Kai guy. I liked him in Blue Beetle. He was really good. Exolo, I think is his name. And he's really good in this. But dude, the one that surprised me the most, fucking what? George Lopez, dude. I was like, man, he's kind of good in this. I was like, why is he not annoying? You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? I'm not used to
bro,
non-annoying George Lopez.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna admit when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I said that he was miscast for this role, and that it
He's
should have
what?
been somebody younger to play the cool uncle, whatever. And I mean that still could have been the case, but I feel like this film wouldn't have been as special as it is
Yeah.
without George Lopez being in this movie for the comedic relief and the
There's
fucking lines and the whole sense of family and being the cool uncle with no job with a
and I
truck
hate
and
to, and not that I hate to admit it, but
Uh-huh.
it took me a little while to admit it. But George Lopez, like for Mexican people, he is the comedian. You know what I mean? He's the biggest
Yes.
Mexican comedian. He had
Yeah.
a show that ran for like 1,000 fucking episodes on a
Yeah.
major fucking network when it was a
He's
big
the
deal to
he's
have one.
he's the fucking Mexican like Bill Cosby before he was raping
Yeah,
people. You know,
yeah, before he was
the
out here
family guy,
drugging
like the
people.
family wholesome guy, family on
That's him.
TV.
He's the
That
Mexican
was
version of
that was
that.
George Lopez.
Yeah, he's the
You know what
Mexican
I'm saying?
version of that. Yeah.
Yeah, wholesome shit. Ain't nobody
So he had
drinking,
to be in the
smoking.
movie. He had to be in the movie. If they couldn't
He,
get like Cheech Marin, it had to be George Lopez. You know what I mean? If they couldn't get Cheech for Cheech
you
and
know
Chong, it
what?
had to be him.
I was thinking, I was like, damn, where's Paul Rodriguez at? Yo, I would love to see Paul Rodriguez in this, in here too. But George Lopez killed it though. Even though, like, when he was talking about the tech shit, I just started laughing, bro. When he
He's
was like,
definitely
"Oh
just
yeah,
like, yeah,
guys,
the
just give,"
yeah.
he's like, "Hey guys, just give me like 5 minutes. I'll get this tech." And I was like, "Bro, like, bro, stop."
The only thing that was believable was that
He's
George
like,
Lopez
"Oh, you
looks like
guys."
somebody steal. You know what I mean? Like that's how those guys look. He looks like some Mexican dude's uncle. You know what I mean? Like that the guy
Yeah,
that's sleeping in the mom's couch and shit. Like
yeah,
that's exactly how those dudes look. Like they still
yeah,
listen to like 80s like heavy metal hardcore. They're wearing like Sepultura shirts with like the fucking cut off denim vest and like the cargo
yeah.
like shorts and stuff. Like those dudes,
Mhm.
those yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and believe in conspiracy theories.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Yeah.
mijo, they're watching us. Ese. Don't believe the hype. Stay woke.
Well, bro, they were like, how are we gonna get into the secret lab and like set down the security system? He's like, oh, I got something for you, mijo. Hold on, I got something just for this right here. Hold on.
Yeah,
And he just
I've been
pulls out the
thinking
truck.
about this
I
day.
was like, bro,
I like whenever they
yo,
steal his truck and he's just like, no, he just like passes out.
bro, bro, yo, when they steal his car, bro, and he's like, yo, your truck or whatever. He's like, what? he
Like it
looks
was
out
like,
the window and
Mom,
shit.
no.
He's
He's like,
like, not
Mom,
my
no.
taco.
Yeah. But I like that he like called his mom like to get mad at him. He was like, Mom, no. It's like,
But yo, and he passed. He's like, no.
yeah.
He just dropped. I was like, bro, that shit made
That
me
was
fucking bust
cool.
out loud laughing in the
Yeah,
theater.
that was funny
I was
as
like, okay,
fuck.
like George Lopez, he has
You earned
earned
it for
his
this
space
one.
in this
Yeah, you
movie
got
in the
it.
family.
You got it.
No
Because he's
problem.
legit funny, man. Like I forgot like how much I laughed at early George Lopez like stand up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was legit funny, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's a
Yeah.
funny guy. He's a funny comedian.
I always thought that he was like okay because he was like too clean and stuff. But this is the perfect space for George Lopez to be in to thrive and
Yeah.
stuff and something like this. Like this is what you're like, okay, yeah, this is what's up. You don't want
Yeah.
the other uncle that smokes and drinks and does what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. You can
the
tell
gang
like he's
members
on the
work
low,
together.
like he smokes weed and drinks beer, but like on the low. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah,
uncle. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But yeah, man, I like the family element a lot. I liked all that a lot. And Jaime Reyes, dude, Blue Beetle, he like the
yeah,
star of the movie, man, the
yeah.
meat of this fucking dish, man. He's good in this movie, man. I like him. He's able to bring that like super youthful like thing that Blue Beetle has, the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, and like
Uh-huh.
he's super likable and you want him to like win. That's a hard thing,
Yeah.
like especially for DC. It's hard for DC to find characters that you're like, I want that guy to win. You know what I mean? Like he's not creepy
Yeah.
like Ezra Miller. He's actually somebody that you're like, I can root for him. You know what I mean?
I feel like because of the family, because of like because they introduce you to the family, like you have a sense of who Jaime is,
Yeah, like
and you
he's a
don't
good
really have to
person.
go into the whole character
Yeah.
development because everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you're like, okay,
You trust him because everybody around him trusts him. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, he's obviously a
exactly.
good person because everybody likes him. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and it's not
Yeah.
like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're still freaking out. What do they do? But then we're gonna do this shit together, and it's not like I have to run off and deal with this by myself and
Yeah.
kind of this internal struggle and this infliction. And, you know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, like, all right, let's
I like
figure
that
this
they
shit
did that.
out.
Hey, he was like, hey, this is just another day as a Mexican. We're gonna deal with it. He's like, we're gonna deal with it. He's like, we'll be all right.
Yeah, he was like, yo, I want this shit out of me, and I was like, You know what? I think that would probably be my response too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
because I was
Hey,
like,
dude, speaking of that, dude, this movie went into some like body horror territory for a minute. Like, whenever he first transformed into Blue Beetle, that shit looked ugly, dude. Like, it was all
yeah,
like black going into his mouth, and then he was like, ah. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, why does it hurt him to change into the Blue Beetle? I
bro,
was like, oh fuck. I was like, what the fuck? And it embedded
yeah, when
itself into
fucking
its spine.
bro, that shit was funny though, because George Lopez started freaking out. Like everybody just started freaking out. Like, get the shit. It's like it just like felt so real. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like you know what I'm saying. I was like, yo, this, and his father too, bro. His father, bro. I
Oh my
fucking love that
god,
guy.
his
I've only
dad.
seen I've only seen that guy in one other movie, and since I seen it, I was like, yo, I love this guy. This guy's a great actor. And in this shit, bro,
He's the Mexican dad every Mexican kid always wanted.
I was gonna say he's like he's like the Mexican dad that
He's
everybody
like
like
the perfect
always
Mexican dad, the most perfect one.
yeah,
Oh,
for real, bro. Like I really got emotional in this movie
oh yeah,
when his father when the because they put the police, like the SWAT team, like raided his house. Spoiler
yeah.
alert, guys. Spoiler alert,
Holy
guys. You know,
alert! Your boy gets hurt. Your boy gets
for
hurt.
real. Poppy ain't gonna make it to the barbecue.
Yeah,
You know what
Papi
I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna
To the
be at the
quinceañera.
comida this time.
He ain't making it to the quinceañera.
Yeah,
But fucking yeah, when they stormed his shit and they was fucking, they was fucking it up, and then I really didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
he's out
yeah,
the house, like, he good now,
yeah.
like
He's gonna
he's
save him.
chilling.
They're gonna save him. I knew
Because
one of them had to die.
they were giving him the business though. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit. I'm like, yo.
they were beating the fuck out of him, right? They were like fucking,
He was like,
fucking
hold on,
Peter.
yo,
He was
get
like,
the fuck out of
oh.
here. And then the whole one by one and shit. I'm like, okay, they plucking out some heartstrings. You tearing people one by one, the family apart. Like it's going down, bro. But yeah,
Speaking of
when
the
he when
fam,
uh
speaking of the family, but was it just me or like they did not give the mom any fucking lines in this fucking movie? The mom like never talked, like not even fucking like the mom was just like,
yeah, she had like one. I think she had like one speech towards the end or something. She had
but
like
yeah,
one
like
build up speech towards
she
the
like
end.
didn't do shit this whole fucking movie. It was
Yeah,
mostly the grandma, like in
I
true
was looking
Mexican
at her.
fashion. It was the
I
grandma
was
in true what?
I was looking at the mom and stuff, and I was like, she looks like a young Roseanne.
Like a Mexican Roseanne, like a young Mexican Roseanne. Oh, she even had like the Mexican mom Roseanne hair, right? Like, yeah, she did. What the fuck? What
I
the
was like,
fuck?
holy shit, she had that motherfucking Roseanne hair, that motherfucking what's that bitch that killed Selena? She had that hair.
Yolanda? She had the Yolanda hair. Anything for Salinas.
Yeah, for real, she had the fucking Yolanda summer cut.
Yo, that bitch is hated like on par with like fucking Hitler, dog. Like,
Yeah,
right,
fuck
like
that bitch.
right,
Fuck
like
that bitch, yo. They talking about they're trying to get her an early release and shit. Talking about she a changed person. Man, fuck you, Yolanda, you stupid bitch. For real.
but
I was
that's
reading
crazy.
that shit like 2 days ago.
He's like, whoa, I got triggered then for a second. Don't say that
Yeah,
name. He's like, don't. He's like, whoa, I feel like I got shot for a minute. Oh god. Hey, they even had Selena in this movie. He was
that's what
visiting
I'm saying,
Selena.
bro. They
Yeah,
had
yeah,
Selena
yeah.
in this fuck. Oh my god,
What did
not
he
in the
say? He
movie.
goes,
I said
oh,
the
and they're
music
playing my song. Woo! He's like, they're playing my song.
bro. Yeah, I love the. And though I'm not gonna lie, the Blue Beetle dude. At sometimes I felt like he felt a little flat or whatever, but I feel like you can't really do that much. So what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah,
you got
he's
to be
wearing the
indecisive.
thing a lot of
You're
the
kind of
time.
winging it, so you can't really do
Yeah,
like much. You know what I'm saying? You can't
yeah.
play like a super strong character because you're still growing into the
Yeah, he
to what
doesn't
you
know that he can do that yet. You know what I mean? Like
right,
he's not aware of it yet. Yeah. So, what
right.
did
So
you
I
think
was
of?
just like,
Speaking of that, what did you think of the bad guy, the car effects or whatever his name was?
yeah, you know what?
Ignacio. Ignacio.
At first, I really didn't like him because like they just like showed his face and then they showed the suit, And I was like, oh, this is like some cliche shit. Like, there's a good suit and a bad suit. All right, we're gonna battle it out.
Yeah.
But I actually like that character. He reminded me of Mickey Rourke's character in Iron
Yeah,
Man.
Mexican Whiplash.
Yeah, the Mexican Whiplash. Like he really didn't give a fuck about anything. He came there to kill shit. And for superhero movies, especially some shit like this, where there's like a teen, this is like PG-13 or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Or PG. Like I feel like it's really important for me to believe that the villain, the hero's gonna be in danger, and there's an element of danger here. And I feel like he actually did pull that shit off.
Yeah. He was hardcore, man. Yeah, he was hardcore. He was a hardcore motherfucker.
He was giving him the business.
Yeah, I like the first time when they fought, and then Blue Beetle just like fucking dog walked him, right? Like Blue Beetle was like, "Fuck you!" He was like beating the fuck out of him. He was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Wait, whoa!" He was like, "What the shit?" Whenever he was in like the cheap ass like beginner suit, he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "Nah, man, I don't want none of that. He fucked me up."
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I like the suits. I like the guy that was in the suit. He was definitely a lot more killer type shit, man.
Dude, it was so crazy.
And I like Susan Sarandon too.
Dude, I was just gonna say that right now. It was so crazy how easily I hated Susan Sarandon in this. Susan Sarandon is such a good actress. I like that whole movie. I was like, you fucking Karen ass bitch. I was like, I want you to die so bad. But that's how good she is. She made me like really fucking hate that character.
Yeah, she definitely she pulled it off. I liked her character in here, and I like that the dynamic of those two villains, that you had two villains. You know what I'm saying? One was the brains and the other one was the muscle, and they kind of used each other to get it off.
She's evil as fuck in this movie, Susan Sarandon. So evil. Jesus Christ. The scorn of a white woman. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, she kind of reminded me of in the RoboCop reboot, fucking Bruce Willis's character. He was like the corporate fucking. He's like, oh, let's make it.
Oh
black.
Yeah.
I feel like Susan Sarandon was kind of like one of those. It was definitely a cliche character. Like we've seen this character before. The corporate evil person that's all about money. And like we've seen it before. But I feel like we never seen like Susan Sarandon as a villain like this as a Marvel villain. And I really like the ending too, what they did with her and shit, and the whole process of their relationship.
Yeah. Man, I will say this movie, for it being PG-13, they had some good fight scenes, man. There were some brutal fight scenes. Like they were fucking like molly-whopping each other, man. Him and the Blue Beetle were like fucking throwing chingazos with each other, man. Imagine if the movie was like rated R, right? They just show Blue Beetle, get the fuck up, get the fuck out of my familia.
And I'm not gonna lie, this did give me some Venom vibes in here, some upgrade vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
This is my only gripe about this movie is that it kind of came out a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like the 5th robot symbiotic fucking combined to be one person and try to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, man, we've seen this like.
Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks, man. Once again, DC is a little late to the party. Almost. They're not there yet, but it's almost to the point to where like Blue Beetle almost feels like derivative. You know what I mean? It almost feels like we've been there, done that a little bit. But it's so fun. It's so fun. It has the vibes. It has the vibes. So like that, like really, you know what? Honestly, it's movie,
way better. It's way cooler. Like it's cooler than Venom. It's better. It's a better fucking movie. It's not the better universe than Venom. It's a better, you know what I'm saying? Like than the others. Than Upgrade is really good too, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Upgrade was so good, right? Wasn't that really good? That was so fucking good.
Really, really good. And this reminded me of Upgrade because the suit is not trying to be an asshole. He's like, you want to protect yourself?
He's like, you want to die. He's like, you want to die.
You know, like Venom is just like, let me eat them now.
Yeah.
All right. Like he just wants to eat everybody.
Yeah, no shit. He's like,
stop it. Stop trying to eat people. Me wear dirty sneakers.
Yeah. I wonder what other Venom voices they tried out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, did they just all go with that one? Or they were like, God damn it, Venom. Oh, you know what I mean? Like they do like a Hank Hill.
Wasn't there like controversy? They got like a different guy to do the voice for like Venom 2 from like Venom 1 and stuff, and then like they changed it or something. There was some shit like that where it was like, oh, they changed the voice from Venom. It's like a different guy. And I don't know. And I was like, I thought he played both of it. Why wouldn't he play dual fucking Venom?
No, I think Tom Hardy does the voice for both for Venom. Yeah.
There was a guy that was helping him. Yeah, that was helping him do it or whatever. And then they were like, okay.
Dude,
like, okay.
Kind of random off track, but you just reminded me of it because you're
Okay.
talking about the voice. They fired the guy that does the voice for Mario. He's been
Yeah, I
doing the
heard.
voice for since like Mario 64, way back in like 93, 94, whenever that fucking game came out. And
Well,
he's
I mean,
no
they
longer
just they
Mario.
well, I feel like because they're saying that they got the new Mario coming out or whatever, and he's not involved with that
Yeah.
project. So I just feel like he's just not involved with that project. Like that's not to say that there's a new like you know what I'm saying. Like,
Well, he let out
hey,
a
let's
whole.
bring.
He let out a whole. Nintendo let out a whole actual statement, and they're like, "Hey, he's not gonna be Mario anymore, but
Oh, it's done.
we're gonna have him be the Mario ambassador. That's his new title.
Okay,
So
okay, so
he's
he's
not gonna. He's
retired.
never gonna voice Mario anymore. He's not voicing anybody anymore with the
Oh
company.
wow, that's crazy. That's
I don't
sad.
know
I do
what
love
the
that
fuck
guy. I always
happened.
wanted to meet that guy.
I don't know what happened or what the fuck is going on, but they were like, he ain't Mario no more.
Yeah, but isn't he like 70 years old or something? I mean,
He's
let's
older.
let's
He's an older guy.
he's
Yeah.
like I think he's like 65, 70 years old, and he goes to all the toy cons and all the little stuff. He's always
He'll be all
on
right.
tour.
Yeah, he's gonna forever be like a legend, like going to stuff like that. But it's just weird that they decided to like fire him or like let him go or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, that's weird. I'm glad they did like an official statement though, and actually like addressed it, so we don't have to like be fucking in the dark about it and be like, what's going on with him? You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it'll be cool. I'm sure they broke him off with some money and he's good.
Oh
Everything's
yeah, he got a couple of mushrooms and coins. Yeah, he go, "Boop, boop." But yeah, man.
okay. Yeah, back to
But
Blue
yeah, but
Beetle
we
though.
have
Blue
Blue
Beetle.
Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I
Okay,
really
cool with
enjoyed
that.
the villains.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Indestructible Man. For those of y'all that
Yeah.
aren't aware, that's the OG Blue Beetle villain. And speaking of OG Blue Beetle, dude, I fucking like almost screamed in the theater when they were like, "Oh, Dan Garrett, the original Blue Beetle," and then they were like Ted Cord, the like his successor, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I like that people in Palmyra City knew about the Blue Beetle. You know what I mean? They were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he was like our own superhero." And I like that George Lopez was like, he kind of sucked, but like he was good. You know what I mean? Like he was a good guy. You know, like he
He's
was a
like,
good guy. Yeah, he was a good guy.
yeah, I love the way, and I feel like that's how you set up a like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really have to do like an Easter egg at the end to kind of like build the universe and shit. You just do the subtle shit, like we were talking about, throw the web on the edge of the thing. You know what I'm saying? With Spider-Man swing by, just mention that shit. Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
Blue Beetle, the old Blue Beetle. Da da
Did
da.
you see the thing at the end, the end credits thing?
I did. I mean, I think I saw it online where like, oh, he's like, oh, I want to get my message to the daughter and shit like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I think that was the only one. I don't know if there was a second one. I
I
don't know.
think that was the last one, but I think there was one like right after or something, right? Wasn't there?
I don't know. But yeah, but that it's supposed to be Jason Sudeikis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's who it's supposed to be.
Okay, I mean
He's
that's dope.
Ted Cord.
I loved when they fucking went to the Blue Beetles' old fucking hideout and got
Yeah, they had the Beetle mobile, the little helicopter. That was cool.
That's the Blue Beetle like I grew up with was like that one.
Yeah, the
The
funny,
guy that
like
didn't
kind of
have the
corny one. Yeah,
he
I
just
like
had like
that Blue Beetle.
I do too because it's more like a Batman
Yeah,
type.
he's like Batman. Yeah, he just wears like a suit and he wears like the goggles, right? And he has just like guns and stuff. Like he
He just
uses
got a
like,
bunch of different alien tech gadgets from the Blue
yeah,
Beetle shit that he derived from. He couldn't activate it. So I was like, yo, that's really dope. I love the fact that they brought those in there, man. There was a lot of fanfare. It was a lot of ode to the old shit. I loved it, man. The fucking the fort where they were at the end, that base where they were all fighting and shit.
yeah.
That's like a famous fort in Puerto Rico and shit.
Oh,
That shit,
really?
yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Because it's not that big, but you can see them like jumping over the stuff, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, they
yeah,
doing the little copy. And the
yeah, yeah,
director,
yeah.
he's from Puerto Rico. So I was like,
Yeah,
okay, this makes perfect sense now. I'm like, okay, yeah, this
he's
is.
Soto, something Soto, right? Armando
I forgot
Soto,
his
I
name.
think, or something like that. I think that's his name, Armando Soto, or something like that.
Yeah,
But
I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with his work, but he did a great job with this, bro.
yeah, great job.
For being, like this was dope, man. James Gunn
Yeah.
didn't have nothing to do with this or anything.
I don't think so, but
No,
James Gunn was saying that this is going to be a part of his DC universe, that this is the first movie to kick off his DC universe.
and I bet if it wasn't up to par, it wouldn't be. He'd have been like,
Oh, yeah, he'd probably be like, this was the Snyder one stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's like,
yeah. I'm glad
but,
they did this right. They did this really good,
yeah, they
man.
did this good. I enjoyed Blue Beetle. I didn't have any real problem with it or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 4 out of 5, man. I enjoyed Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was really good. I liked it a lot. Really fun.
Yeah, I gotta give it a 5, bro.
Hey, there you go. Hey,
Because
5.
there's nothing here that's wrong with this movie, bro. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like, we've seen it before, like, we've seen this thing before, whatever, but I feel like this is different, though. This is a different twist
Yeah.
on it. We haven't really, this is a Latin flair of the of what we've seen before, but done really, really right and artistically, and incorporating different cultures in there, bro. Like,
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun as
this
hell. I love this movie. This movie's
I
really
love the futuristic, the near future utopia version of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't really get those movies like that where it's a near distant future where it's almost, it's still over here, but you know what I'm saying. But it's close enough, so it sparks
Yeah.
your imagination on what else they can bring to the table with this in there, man. So I gotta give it a 5, man. I'd highly recommend it if you got a family, you can use Spanish, or if you just got kids, or you like superhero movies. This is definitely a fucking popcorn summer fucking banger right here,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Yeah,
This
this
is
is a
this is
good
the
one
best.
to end out the summer with, man. This is a good it also did feel like a summer movie. You know what I mean? This did feel like a real good summer movie.
Bro, this is the best superhero family movie ever. Period. That's why I gotta give it a 5. Nobody's Shazam ain't fucking with this,
Oh
bro.
yeah, it's the best
It's
DC movie
not.
that's come out this year.
Not. None of those movies are fucking with it. You talking about like family important and fucking values and
Mm,
this is top 5, bro. This is across the
yeah.
board. Like, ain't nothing messing with it.
Compared to everything else that DC's put out this year, this is way better. Like than the
even
Flash.
even like Marvel movies, the family doesn't get to be part of the fucking biopic. We've seen how many Spider-Man biopic, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get Aunt
Yeah,
May,
yeah,
we you know what I'm saying, we get Clark and Martha for moments, but they're
yeah.
not part of the fucking movie. It's
Yeah,
not,
they're not part
I'm
of the
gonna
team.
go
Yeah, they're
do
not
this.
part of the team with
You know
him.
what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
this thing, it's like we're all together, and that's why I feel like this. Yeah, that you get that 5, bro. They're not. It's gonna be a minute until they try to until this. The only thing that can fuck with this is like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some type of Disney shit.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about family superhero stuff. This is the top tier, creme de la creme, bro. For real.
Hell yeah. Good. I'm glad you like that one, man. I like that one a lot too. Yeah, ghouls and gals. Those are the movies we watched over this past week/weekend. And we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna hit you with a couple of news stories, and we'll be right back. All right.
What's up, baby? I didn't know you became already.
Hey, motherfucker!
I get asked to do commercials all the time, and I always say the same thing. First, I need some hot chicks. Second, we film at my house, so I ain't gotta go anywhere. Third, I record my own song.
Yo! Bring it! Cool, refreshing, nice tea, drink it!
Oh, wardrobe malfunction. But once I try their products,
I always hate them!
so I bounce.
Damn, that is pretty good!
But I got one final demand.
No, we can't change the name to Eminem's Yo my bring it my bitch num mother you.
Nice tea!
See? That's why I don't do commercials.
弱成这样也敢闯江湖？
一个就手软着了。
别打你的二破拳了，来条 Snickers。兄弟，怎么样？
来劲了！
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers, get some nuts.
Let the cartoon begin.
Sunshine, sunshine, I said lots of good old golden sunshine. Sunshine, sunshine, it's just a thing to hit you.
And we're back, ghouls and gals. Hopefully you like that commercial break there. But yeah, man, both those movies so good, man. Renfield and Blue Beetle. But yeah, man, moving on to some other movies, some movie news, straight out of Hollywood. We got well, first I want to talk about we got Blade, dude. Blade turned 25 fucking years old this year. Or I mean this week. Can you
Wow.
fucking believe that? 25 years of motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill.
That's crazy, bro. I love Blade. That movie was ahead of its time, man. That was Marvel's first saved
That
Marvel
cinematically saved Marvel. I don't care what anybody says. Blade saved Marvel. At that time, Blade saved fucking Marvel. At that period in time of the 90s when Marvel was dying, Wesley Snipes single-handedly fucking saved Marvel.
Yeah, man, that movie was dope as fuck. It's a classic, bro. It's a vampire classic. It has to be up there, bro. It ranks up there.
It like
You can't throw
invented
it away.
it invented the vampire like rave cliche, you know what I mean? Where like every vampire was like in a rave for some reason, and now every time you think of a vampire, you're like, oh, like a rave? They're like at a rave for some like right? And Blade,
Vampire parties, they got to
yeah,
rave out.
yeah, like okay. And they're listening to like Immortal Technique, right? They're like but yeah, man, love Blade, love the first Blade, dude. Fucking my man, Deacon Frost, fucking player from the Himalayas. That guy's fucking cool as hell. That movie, dude.
Deacon Frost. Yo, yeah, everybody's cool in that movie. Blade was dope, man.
Blade's dope as hell. Wesley Snipes, like Marvel will never make a movie like Blade ever again. You're never going to see a movie like Blade with the Marvel name in front of it. You're never going to have somebody like Wesley Snipes who says motherfucker at every other word like in a Marvel movie aside from Sam Jackson, even though he never says motherfucker. But Blade steady saying motherfucker like every other word in the Blade movie. Like he just be calling vampires like punk ass bitches and like motherfuckers and like I think he might have called one a jive turkey at one point. Like I don't know.
Yeah, he be talking mad shit in this.
He's like, come on.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes is just too cool in this fucking movies in Blade, bro. It's just it's crazy, man. When I think about Blade too, like you know what I'm saying, like I think of it like as a vampire movie and then a superhero movie because you know what I'm saying, because I'm just like this is a dope ass vampire movie. Like you got the superhero, yeah, he's definitely a superhero, but it's an anti-hero. The first time we see like an anti-hero, in that sense from Marvel on screen. But
dude,
yeah, this is dope.
And at that point at time, you couldn't get any other action star that was as white hot as fucking Wesley Snipes, dude. Oh my god, how fucking huge was Wesley Snipes in like the mid to late 90s? Like he knows
martial arts.
Yeah, he was just killing the fucking game at that point. Like so crazy, man. So crazy.
I gotta revisit the Art of War. I remember really liking the Art of War back in the day.
There's a lot of good bangers. Fucking White Man Can't Jump, Blade, Tu Wong Fu. Crazy that he was even in that movie. That's so crazy of him, but so awesome of him. He has a lot of good joints, man. Fucking Nino Brown. He's my boy, Nino Brown. Yeah, man. New Jack City, man. Fucking so many good bangers, dude. But yeah, Blade turns 25. Fuck, I cannot fucking believe that, dude.
Still cool to this day.
Yeah, Blade's still a dope movie to this day. I wish they would like update it, like remaster it or something. Like put it on Blu-ray, like 4K Blu-ray. Make that bitch look real good. You know what I mean? Make that bitch look real good. I wish. Maybe one day. It definitely deserves it, man. But yeah, dude, speaking of movies like in the making, that movies that the people have been wanting for a long time, we got Good Burger 2 teaser trailer that just dropped. So welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Again, they're gonna take a number 2. Yeah, dude. Interesting. I don't really know what to think about that. I haven't seen the trailer yet, so we're gonna check it out here. I mean, there's no bone in my body that thinks that this is gonna be like good.
I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, man.
Like the first one's good, but I'm also not like 8 years old anymore, and it's also not 1998 anymore.
Exactly. That's why I'm like. That's why I definitely have some concerns with this, man. Uh, like why? I'm not sure. I'm sure they did it to get a nice check, man, because they, this has been high demand for a long time for
But you
like
know what?
25
Like
years.
I know there's going to be a large audience of people that are like honestly not going to care if this like flops or whatever because they just love the first movie. And I feel like that's gonna like take this movie and like streaming. Like if people are gonna probably watch the fuck out of it when it comes out.
I mean, like your kids are, I don't know if your kids are really gonna get this movie like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
not. Yeah, it's definitely for like people like around my age. Like it's for like the people like that grew up with like Keenan and Cal and shit like that.
They
And
better have like everybody from all that like as characters in this
they
fucking
probably
movie.
are. Yeah, they probably are.
They better be, bro.
The
Or
ones
else,
that
like,
are alive, the ones that are alive and not fucking hardcore, all fucked up. They'll have them on.
yeah, the ones that aren't on the fucking Lifetime biopic.
Yeah. But apparently, dude, this one too, 25 years in the making. Good Burger, 25 years old as well. That is fucking crazy, dude. What the fuckity fuck. But yeah,
Getting
man,
old.
I got
You were getting old, sir.
yeah, fucking A, I guess so, dude. Something like that. But
All right,
yeah, man, I got that one ready to go. Let me know when you're ready, man.
you got the Rotten Tomatoes one?
I got the one that's on Paramount Plus, but it should be the
Oh,
exact.
okay, hold on. Let me get the Paramount
But
one.
but yeah, man,
Okay.
good burger, good hamburguesa, bueno hamburguesa.
Okay,
Trailer.
hamburguesa. That's
Yeah.
right. All right, I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, man. All right. Boom. All right. Man, it just like started right away.
For real.
And then
Oh shit.
doing the same shit, doing the same stuff. That's what I hate whenever they take a long time to make a sequel and then they just end up doing the exact same thing as the first movie. What? Uh, I don't know. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know
Wow.
about that one, boss.
Wow. That's definitely a streaming. This has got to be.
Yeah, that
This
might
is
be
definitely not gonna be.
one that just needs to go straight to VHS, not DVD, just to VHS. Put
Yeah,
put that one
VHS
on
release.
put that one on Nick at Night or something.
Dang, man. I mean, yeah, they just started out real corny. This was like, whoa, you almost hit me, bro. Fucking with the.
And it's the exact same thing from the first one. That's what happens in the first movie.
So just carry on tradition. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's what I mean. I hate whenever like movies like they're like, oh, y'all remember this old gag? Remember from the first movie? Y'all remember that? Like, dude, we remember. Do something different. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
switch it up.
Man, I wish they would have taken this in. I mean, of course, we saw all of like 10 seconds of the movie. They had like 10 seconds of footage.
Yeah.
But, from what we saw, it didn't look great. But
Look pretty good.
it looked pretty good. You're like, it
Looked
pretty
amazing. I can't wait to go see this.
but
Opening day.
yeah, but I wish they would have maybe not aged them up, but aged up the humor a little bit. Maybe bring it to like a PG-13 or like a not rated R. I'm not gonna expect for Keenan and Cal to be like pussy, bro. Whoa, good. Welcome to good pussy. Home of the good pussy. Can I eat your order? I mean, I'm not expecting them to do that. But I would have liked for them to PG-13 it up, and it would have been cool to have like a Clerks slash waiting type movie where like they're older and they're still kind of working at the Good Burger and they're kind of just like, oh, like where did our life go wrong? Like we need to like do something else, with our lives. And that's funny, you know what I mean? That would have been funny, but I don't think they're taking it in this direction. I'm more than sure they're gonna do the same exact movie, but just them old.
Yeah, you know what though? They look good though. They don't look like they age. They age very well.
Yeah, they didn't age bad. Nobody can tell that Keenan Cal's 77 years old. Yeah, nobody can tell that Keenan Thompson's 77 and Cal Mitchell is like 85. Nobody can tell. I mean, they look good.
Bro, but they look good for the age. Like,
they do.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like they had to like do CGI or some shit.
Yeah, they're not fucking Harrison Ford and fucking the Hip of Destiny or whatever.
But yeah, man, low expectations for this. This is definitely streaming. You know what I'm saying? I love Keenan and Kel, love all that Nickelodeon shows from the '90s. That's dope. I just don't know why they would do this. I mean, there is enough '90s adults out there that have kids that they will definitely be making them watch this. Check this out. This is what used to be funny for me. You know
But
what
you
I
know
mean?
what? Like they should have went like okay, like for example, they have iCarly, like the iCarly like reboot, and it's like a more mature iCarly. They brought
Okay.
everybody back from that show, and they just
Mhm.
like aged them up, and they aged up the show, and instead of it being like for like super little kids, it's for like people
Okay.
in their 20s and 30s. Like she drinks
Okay.
beer, she says like bitch like sometimes, and they talk about her like fucking and sucking. You know what I mean? And yeah, the same thing with like they had like a Zoe 101 like movie or something, and like they did the same thing with that. Like they have them like drinking at a bar and stuff. Because like hello, people, these characters grew up, you know what I mean? They're not fucking 14 or whatever anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like and
Yeah.
I already know in the Keenan and Cal movie they're gonna play it like if they're like old men, but like little kids still. You know what I mean? Like I already like I can already tell, like, you know, he's still kind of like, whoa, look at me, whoa, dude.
Yeah, I mean, they probably don't have like girlfriends and live by alone, and you know, what I'm saying, live with, you know, what I'm saying, they both don't like, you know, what I'm saying, it's probably just
One of
some,
them's probably married to like a fucking hamburger or something stupid like that.
yeah, orange soda.
Yeah, yeah, orange soda, dude. I don't know why I'm doing that. They're like that. They're not like that. I don't know why.
He kind of sounds like that sometimes.
It's like no, they are. But yeah, man, that was gonna come out on Paramount Plus. That was gonna be streaming on there. Obviously, that's not going to theaters. No matter how long the strike lasts, that's not going to theaters, no matter what.
Yeah, damn, man. Yeah, that's crazy though. I'll check out the other trailer. We'll see
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
go.
yeah. Whenever they give us a little bit more.
I guess they kind of like put it to where they don't want to like age their characters, where their characters don't have an age limit. They're kind of like, you know, stuck forever as like the Three
Like
Stooges.
fucking Peter Pan or some shit.
Yeah, they're just like forever at that character. You know, what I mean, it doesn't go because Clerks. I feel like they took it the Clerks route a little bit serious. I don't know how that would have played out. You know, because these characters are childish as fuck. So it's like,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that's
know.
true. Like
I think
the clerks dudes are kind of like more like adults.
yeah, adult humor, you know, make you think about some things. So show.
But yeah, man, the next one that we got on the docket is you know, the polar opposite of fucking Good Burger 2, a trailer that gives you maybe too fucking much of the movie. We got Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, dude. All the Snyder boys in the fucking comments going crazy over this one. But yeah, dude, Snyder let out another one, and basically, from what I can understand, this looks like it's basically his version of Star Wars. You know what I mean? His kids were passing by the movie theater and they were like, "Dad, we want Star Wars," and he's like, "We have Star Wars at home. It's on Netflix." And so, like, this is his version.
Which which trailer?
It's just the one that's on Netflix, the one that says Rebel Moon official trailer.
Oh, Netflix got it. Okay.
Yeah, on the Netflix. So, but yeah, man, I like the Snyder man. I like him. He's cool. I mean, I don't understand why every movie he makes has to take me a whole week to watch, but that's another thing. But yeah, man, it's weird that this isn't coming out in theaters. That's what I'm kind of.
Yeah, Zack Snyder not in theaters, huh? What's going on with that? All right, I'm ready. You ready?
All right, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Boom. All right, Netflix. Also, Netflix, stop raising the price up. Bitch.
For real, because I'm gonna cancel your ass real quick.
After I watch Rebel Moon. Mama. Is this a commercial for like a funeral home or what's okay? Now it looks like a movie. I'm not gonna lie, this looks really well shot. This is really
it looks like visually cool, but what the fuck
cool
is going on here?
I have no idea.
I
This
don't
feels
know
like I'm,
either. I'm like,
this feels like I'm watching the trailer for like 7 other movies.
this is like the prequel to Dune or something.
Yeah, right. It's Zack Snyder's Dune. Dune up
Oh,
your ass.
I like her though. She's dope as fuck.
Yeah, the Mummy.
Yeah,
No, this legit seems like 5 movies, right? Like in one trailer.
they're on like 6 planets and shit.
Yeah. Is
Oh,
she a,
he dead. Yeah, they're showing a lot.
yeah, is she a Nazi?
Is that a spider chick?
What is going on? Is it the lightsabers?
Why is everybody dirty?
Why is Charlie Hunnam into this? What the
Well,
fuck
you
is
look like
going
Jesus.
on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued though. Like I want to watch this.
Is that a dragon? What the fuck is that thing?
Was that a
Goro's
musket?
in this.
Was that Jared Leto? What the fuck? What's going on?
Was that Jared Leto?
I don't know. It looked like him, but I don't think it is.
Oh,
Oh shit. She got a respirator on?
they got a fucking griffin in this bitch.
Yeah, what?
That's dope. What is? Who is like? Yeah, this is so much.
Yeah, I don't have no idea what's going on. Visually, this is really cool, but this looks like a fucking video game that I don't know what's going on. From what I can gather, she's the chosen one. There's a war, religion, space.
Space Jesus. Jamin Hansu, whatever he says, it's always dope.
Yeah.
You can say the alphabet and it'll be fucking fire.
This looks cool though. I have no clue what the fuck is going on, but this looks cool. Very Snydery though. Like Snyder
Part
has
one.
yeah.
Part one.
Part 1, A Child of Fire, December
And
22nd.
part two.
Part 2, The
in
Scar
April.
Giver, April 19th, 2024. Oh, The Scar Giver sounds nasty. It sounds like they're going to give you some sort of STD.
Damn. So is this the trailer for both of these movies? Are they
No,
showing
for one.
scenes
It's
that
just
are
for one. Just for the
Yeah.
first. That was just for the first one, yeah. And that's a teaser trailer. That's not the official full trailer. I feel like the next one's going to be like 15 minutes long. This one was almost like 4 minutes long. Like what? I don't think Zack Snyder likes to edit. I think that's just what it is. He's just like, hey, I'm not editing this. I just shot everything, and that's everything. Like, geez.
I can definitely agree with that, bro. I don't know. Yeah, the trailer looked dope as fuck. There was just so much stuff going on with it. I'm very intrigued and stuff. The visuals look really cool and everything, but wow, I'm like overwhelmed.
Yeah, I kind of got like overstimulated. I thought I was gonna have like a fucking seizure or something. Like there was like too much going on there for a minute. Okay,
Yeah, it's like, I just had a vision.
yeah, like,
Okay.
yeah, like I thought I was the chosen one. My eyes rolled back in my head, and I was like talking in tongues for a second. But yeah, man, I found the synopsis for it, the plot. It says
Okay.
the colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of the tyrannical regent Balirius. That they dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them take a stand. So like a war. And she's
Yeah.
like Luke Skywalker.
There it is. All right. Kind of heard this story before, you know what I'm saying? But
a few times.
yeah, a few times. Yeah.
But it looks cool. It looks really cool. It looks like Dune, Star Wars, samurai stuff,
No,
Fifth Element.
it looks really, really dope. I just wonder how long is this going to be and if it's going to be good, you know what I'm saying? Because I do not have any Zack Snyder, bro.
Dude, because this could go anywhere from being like as good as like fucking the Fifth Element or something like that, or being as shitty as like Jupiter Ascending or like Valerian or something like that, or like Battlefield for Earth with John Travolta. Like,
Yeah,
it could be
that's
that
what I'm
bad.
saying. It's not in good territory. I'm like,
It's rated PG-13 and it's 2 hours and 28 minutes long.
oh wow, okay. I thought it was gonna be 3 hours. And
I thought it was
28
gonna be 3. Yeah, me too. Me fucking too.
But I guess because he's doing that part 2 in 4 months.
Yeah.
Then he got 5 hours, so he's like, all right, we'll just
Yeah,
kill it.
he's like, all right. He's like, we'll say that it's one movie and you have to watch them both together. Right? He'll probably like, you already know they're gonna do the Snyder cut on Netflix where it's both movies together. You already know because Netflix is a little whore and they want that fucking hashtag Snyder fucking views and they want to be like, oh, y'all guys like the Justice League Snyder cut? Wait until y'all see Rebel Moon Snyder cut. It's 5 hour long. You like 5 hour movie? Okay, 5 hour movie for you. That's gonna be
Yeah.
them.
They're gonna put the Snyder cut out for part 1 before part 2 come out. You'd be like, bam, get him.
Hold on, give me 1 second. But yeah, man, Rebel Moon looks like really interesting, dude. Like I want to see what that's all about. And but yeah, man, I like you, Snyder, but goddamn, dude, you don't gotta give us the whole fucking shit and shebang in the trailer, doggy. Especially the teaser trailer, man. I feel not teased. I feel almost stimulated right now. I feel like I know too much about the movie. Like I feel like I've seen way too much of it.
That's that is the Blue Balls trailer. That ain't the teaser trailer. This is the fucking Blue Balls trailer.
Yeah.
For real. Like, what the fuck? You just showed a lot right there. I'm like, what? It's about part 2. So now I'm like, so what did I just see? Is this part 2 and part in this trailer right here? You guys just
damn. That was a lot for one trailer. Jesus.
That's a lot for 2.5 hours, and you didn't even show the whole movie.
Yeah.
So
Oppenheimer was like 4 hours. They didn't do that. They had like a 30-second trailer. They didn't ever had a trailer like longer than like a minute. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yeah, thank God. You ain't gotta sit through it.
Dude, but I mean, like, fuck, I feel like I had to sit through the fucking trailer of Rebel Moon. I felt like it was as long as Oppenheimer. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, just the trailer alone.
Fucking, because we had that fucking processed craft single Good Burger trailer that was like 30 seconds, and then we just got fucking bashed over the face with fucking CGI from Zack Snyder.
Because in a world where a hot girl saves the universe,
where a chick fights a spider chick.
Yeah. He goes, oh shit, is that a dragon and a griffin? Holy fuck.
Exactly. One mixed guy, one Spanish looking chick.
We got all the races. We got an Asian too.
Going down. Take this, Dune, you fucker.
Dude, speaking of Dune, the second one looks good.
Yeah, I'm
the first one was like boring-ish, but like I want to see the second one. The second one looks cool.
There's 3 of them total, right?
There's supposed to be a 3. Yeah, there's supposed to be 3.
I'm gonna wait it out. I'll wait it out.
Yeah, to the third one, and then you're gonna like Dune it up.
Yeah. And that's if people are like, yo, you gotta see it. Because I feel like, the third one's supposed to be the climax, right? Or maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah. No, don't let him finish it, man. That guy, Denis Villeneuve, is like, he's the guy that did Blade Runner 2049 or 20, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, but yeah, man, he's a fucking badass director, man. I saw that trailer for Dune 2 on IMAX. Fuck, it looks good. It looks like on the big. It just looks like so massive in scale.
Did you see the Nun trailer?
Yeah, in IMAX, it was good too. I was like, oh fuck, man, everything just looks better in IMAX, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me when the Nun grabbed that bitch through the hole in the wall. I said, I was
like, yeah, man, the Nun too looks way better than the first one, dude.
It definitely, it does. It does, yeah. I was like, yo, this shit look fire. Even though the first one is trash, it is what it is. But and that lady, what happened with that lady? She's trying to sue him.
Oh yeah, speaking of that lady, she's like suing Warner Brothers because like they're trying to like hoe her out or something, dude. They're trying to be like, nah, we ain't gonna pay you that. She's like, bitch, all y'all did was literally just put white makeup on me. The Nun is me. I look like the Nun.
Yo, for real, yo, she got the super crazy nose, bro.
Yeah. The nose is basically the whole Nun's thing.
For real, she had like I thought they had the Bradley Cooper prosthetic on her.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you thought they gave her the Jew nose. that she was doing Jew face.
Whoa, I didn't say that.
Well, that's what Bradley Cooper's doing.
Yeah, you wildin'. But yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, when I saw her nose, because they had a picture of her like with no makeup on, I was like, oh, that bitch, oh, she is the nun. Goddamn it!
It was like she looked scarier.
She gonna be at the Comic-Con for life, my man.
yeah, she's gonna be at the fucking haunted house for life.
You already know who she is. She come walking down the fucking hallway. You're like, oh shit, it's the goddamn nun.
Yeah, is that Valek?
For real. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm excited about the Nun. Rebel Moon looks good. We still got some fire coming out this year, man. We still got a couple of good things before the year's over, man.
Yo, there's a I think it's like a Chinese movie. I think it's called The Moon. And I saw it in the AMC in the AMC app, and I watched the trailer. That shit looks dope as fuck, bro. The CGI looks amazing.
Okay. What about that one, The Creator? Have you seen that one? With Josh Watch? That one looks fucking good, right? That looks dope.
Gonna see that. I'm gonna see Creator.
Where he has to transport that robot child, where he's missing like the back of his neck. Oh,
and we've seen this story before too. This ain't the first time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And who gives a fuck? I'm gonna go see that shit though. That shit looks fine. That shit looks way better than this Zack Snyder shit.
To be honest with you, yeah.
The Zack Snyder shit, it looks interesting, but the other shit look cool.
The other thing looks more like its own thing. The other thing looks like an actual original thing. This just looks like Star Wars on steroids. To be honest with you,
much going on.
To be honest with you, this looks like what I kind of want Star Wars to be. You know, because the Star Wars is a lot of like talking and never like really fighting. And this one looks like they're gonna be fighting a lot and not really talking a lot. Or maybe I don't know. It's a fucking almost 3 hours. They're gonna be definitely talking.
Definitely gonna be a lot of talking. Well, hopefully, I don't know. It kind of gave me like Dune vibes. It gave me like Dune energy, but more action and more planets, I guess.
Yeah, it's like if Dune and Star Wars like fucked and had a baby, they would be Rebel Moon. That would be the
yeah. I didn't see that many droids or anything.
So. Yeah, they had that one robot, right, that was running around.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see like an army of fucking droids.
No. Yeah, they had like a dragon, a griffin. They had some guy with that anime lightsaber. They had a chick that was like a Nazi. Then she grew her hair long, and then she banged some guy, and then that guy died. Then like the war happened. That was a lot, dude.
Bro, yo, for real. Like you just went through like a whole that's probably like the first like 30 minutes. Of
yeah, that's like at least the first 30 to 45 minutes of the movie right there.
Hopefully that's what they did with this, and they were like, all right, let's
imagine they don't show any of that in the movie, right? That's all unused footage. That would be fucking crazy.
But that's what I was saying. They probably use like unused footage from part 2.
Movies should do that. I don't know why movies don't do that, right? Where they don't use like the deleted stuff like for the trailer. You know?
Yeah, but sometimes you'll see scenes in the trailer that never made the movie. You'd be like, what happened to that? Like the whole thing, you'd be like, what the fuck? They cut that whole shit out.
Right, the one thing you wanted to see, right? You're like, what was the thing with what the fuck? He goes, that didn't happen.
Yeah, they cut out that whole dialogue. You're like,
yeah, the fuck? That's the thing that made me come want to watch the movie, dog. What the hell?
Yeah, they definitely be doing that shit.
But yeah, man. But yeah, ghouls and gals, there you have it. We fucking went to the moon with Zachy Snyder. We fucking talked about the power of familia with the Blue Beetle. And we also fucking drank some blood with Renfield. And we did the damn thing, ghouls and gals.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And like always, I'm Ryan.T. And your man right here is...
Retro 727, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Let us know in the comments below if you're gonna go see Blue Beetle or not. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten mixed reviews. It's gotten mixed reviews, but I feel like the people that gave it bad reviews is just because we've seen it before. You can't really do too much new stuff.
Stop hating. Start loving. Stop hating.
Yeah, support the family. Support the family.
The Familia. We're tired of the Vin Diesel one. We need a new family. But yeah, ghouls and gals, thanks for tuning in. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about the movies we talked about, the news we talked about, and let us know what kind of videos you want us to make. Let us know what you want us to review. Let us know what you want us to get into. And like always, thank you for watching.
This is a